Hi everyone. It's such a
Hello.
groove. It's such a groove.
It's so calming. I just kind of want to.
It's so calming. Hey everyone. Peter's not here. I know. Surprise, surprise. But he is in the
Not
comments
here.
already. I can see him. He's chatting away. It's because he's on a little trip. He's on a little trip to see a colleague. And so I now have the lovely Christian. Chris, which do you prefer? Do you prefer Christian or Chris?
I don't think I care either way.
Okay, cool. Chris is shorter, so we'll go with Chris.
Sure.
um,
Usually, I just do the Christian if there's another Chris because there's a lot of Chris's.
That makes
But
a lot of sense. That
yeah.
makes a lot of sense. I knew a Christian who wanted to be Christian. Like it was like, do not even shorten it. I don't want anyone to use my full name. It is awful.
I'll answer to "Hey you" if I don't care.
I've said that before. I've been like, if you go oi, I will probably answer. But yes, hello everyone. Love to see you all chatting already. We this is the last live stream of the Andromeda Genesis campaign because it's a 2-week campaign. We've had the first live stream and now the last live stream of the campaign. And I'm really happy to have Chris here because we're not only talking about Genesis. Feel free to ask all of your Genesis questions, obviously, and we will do our best to answer them. And Peter's also in the chat. But also, Chris is one of the 3 designers on Whisperwood, which is that little blurry board in the background behind him. It's one of the.
Yeah,
No, it's not that puppet, whatever that is. It looks terrifying.
terrifying. That's my friend. That's my friend, little puppet. He's got a little.
When it's blurry, it's especially terrifying.
No, the Whisperwood is what we're. Yeah.
The Whisperwood,
Pay no
exactly.
attention to the puppet. He may move a little bit during the show.
But yeah, Whisperwood is a future game for Cardboard Alchemy, and it's still in the process of tweaking it now. Is that correct? The tweaking.
Yeah, we designers have just done a huge, like we had 4 meetings, like 3-4 hour long meetings each, like 12-hour long thing of just going through every little detail, like making slight adjustments and stuff. So yeah, it's going really well.
And then you already started playtesting as well. I believe that started a while ago, and then you sort of have phases.
Yeah, we play tested at some conventions already. We had a lot of people join us at Gen Con and a few smaller cons in California. It's great.
Yeah, it was absolutely. I've played it once. I need to play it more. But for me, as the comms manager, it's better when I play it later because I don't want to remember previous rules. I need to know it. I need to know it at its like more finished state. So it's more helpful.
Yeah, it's about to take on. It's really on the cusp of taking on like a huge change as far as how it looks because we're about to have the art put on it, and Sarah and everybody else is going to get their hands in there, and yeah, so I'm excited.
I hear there are frogs. I hear there are frogs.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of this banner. I don't know if you can see it.
It's such a helpful thing to hold up.
Tiny little, right there, the little tiny frog.
Make it big so we can even. Oh, that's you.
Oh no. Yeah, there's little tiny frogs down there in the pond. They're really cute. I just don't.
Yeah, I can totally see them, but that might be because I see frogs.
Yeah, Axel.
Hello, everyone. Hi, and I'm making a note of your questions. Do not worry. We've got a few topics to talk about today. We even have a fun little cube-related game countdown because I know Chris loves a countdown, loves a go through some games thing, and we quickly came up with it today, and I think it's genius because I came up with it. You're totally going to steal it for your show, aren't you?
100%. Speaking of that, Peter was on my show Monday, so
yes.
Full 42. So you go, if you're missing him here, you could go check him out there. The 3 hours we went.
3 hours. And what were you breaking down?
We did our top 5 space games.
Only 5, and it still took 3 hours. You went.
I also had a game for them to play.
Okay, all right.
It was kind of like blackjack, but they were trying to figure out. They were taking different games that I gave them to pick from, and they were trying not to go over a certain number of either what its ranking was or stuff like that. So
yeah, no, that's really, really cool. I like a good game. I would have thought of one for this. I was like, do I give Chris a quiz? I always feel like I give the special guest quizzes, and they're like, this is pressure. Then I'm like, oh, I've got to make a quiz.
I don't mind failing miserably at quizzes. Doodle.
I did put Peter C. Hayward through his paces for a Critic Kitchen one. And he was like, "This is mean." And
Did
then
he do well? I didn't see that one.
I think he did all right. And then Alex Cutler had an easier time, and it wasn't fair.
That's funny. Well,
But yeah,
Peter C. Hayward has a lot of games though, so he has to pull from where. What game was that? Yeah,
he has a lot of games, a lot of brilliant games. But yeah, so we are going to have a giveaway, another giveaway. So let's get that rolling so you can all keep commenting the whole time. Because we're doing it the same as last time if you weren't here. The way it works is we are giving away another bundle. So a bundle of a playmat. I'm going to make us more layouty. A playmat, a premium playmat in the size of the three you choose, and the Obelisk Dice Tower. So all you have to do is comment to the edge. No exclamation mark this time because all of you hated that. So to the edge, I believe. You don't need a hashtag. Let me put the banner up to make.
What do you mean they hated the exclamation mark?
Well, it's more that some did it and some didn't, and so they kept doing both because it's very specific.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But let me type it out for you all so you know.
This time, whisper it to the edge.
To the edge. You have to whisper it. So. Yeah, I thought it would be fun again to do it again because it was so easy last time, and that's what you've got to do. We've already got the comments. Let's check if it's working. I've got 6 entries. Love it. Beautiful. Peter's trying all the versions.
That's Tathij.
Yeah, it's a Tathij. Did you hear about? Speaking of ways to say things, did you hear about the 2 women that thought they were going to Nice in France, right? Yeah. And instead they went to Tunisia because when they said, "Oh, we missed our flight," they went up and they said, "No, but you want to go to Tunis?" And they yes, Tunis, but it heard like Tunis is what they say for Tunisia.
Oh wow.
So and they were on a plane and they were literally like, "Where's this going?" And they were like, "Tunis," and they're like, "Okay, Tunis." No, Tunis. They got stuck. They got stuck in Tunisia for a while.
Wow.
It was very funny. But this, you are going to the edge. There is no Tathij. Peter's entering, but don't worry.
I don't think Peter can win.
I don't think he can win. I think he's deliberately typing it badly.
He's already won.
He's already won. We've all got the mats. Well, I do, and Peter does. So we.
I don't have the mat yet.
I know. I'm very privileged to. I use it as a duvet. I just lie under it. But yeah, so all stream you can type in to the edge to enter, and we'll keep reminding you between each bit so that new people coming in, and at the end we will pick a winner, and you do have to be a backer, but you can just go in and back this and you'll be comped it. But in theory you want also the game on top of this. In theory. But what's great about this, Matt, is it does work for lots of different sci-fi space games. Mm-hmm. As the Dice Tower said on their crowd surfing video, they said lots of really lovely words and they really liked the playmat. And that was really nice of them. And they said lots of nice things. So I just saw, I think Esther said to the edge and back again. Love it. That's a collaboration I'd love to see. Is Hobbits in space. But yeah, let me hide these. Okay, so what I thought would be fun while more people join is we'll start with our countdowny thing in honor of the wonderful Cube Raider. The Cube Raider has a very specific way that it does battles. It doesn't roll. It has 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It always has it. Like a robot, it is succinct and it doesn't have AI. It doesn't really read the situation. It is always there with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so we thought what we would do is give some top games that we like that play well and that we like playing well at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mm-hmm. So we'll start with 6 and talk about a game that we like that plays well at 6, or we've enjoyed playing it at 6. And then we'll count down. And feel free to comment some that you also like that play it well at those numbers, or that you like playing those numbers.
Yeah, I had a question about that, and you answered it. But just to be clear, it's a game that plays best at, or you like best at 6?
You like it at that number. You
At
like
that
playing it
number,
at that
right?
number.
Okay.
Yeah. Just I do not mean that. I mean cube, Ninja Geek. I mean cube.
Cube.
Cube. The
What's
cube.
a barg? I don't know.
They also said that Dice Tower also said that it is futile to resist was very close, almost too close.
There's no way you'll be able to see it, but behind the puppet there is a Borg cube
Nice.
hidden there. There's also a potion right below it.
Oh yay!
Stuff.
I have my weirdest like thing that I have from sci-fi is a Vogon mug.
That's great.
It is huge. It is heavy. It cost £1, £1, £1 English, and they just couldn't. There was a piece of merch that just did not sell well because it was huge and very heavy, and basically you couldn't drink out of it because it was just resin. And I still don't know where that is. It's somewhere in my parents' attic, perhaps. But I do love the Vogons. I do love. They're also one that said, I think it was resistance is useless. So
yeah,
it's similar.
I like Axel's comment already.
The best game at 6 or 7 is asking for Trobills together with Critter Kitchen. Absolutely. Now, of course, we would normally be putting Critter Kitchen on here for if there was a 7. But I'm going with games that aren't ours because that's very predictable. Oh, and that I'm not a robot. Not predictable.
Although, you've played Critter Kitchen at 7, obviously.
I have played it.
Have you played all different? All the way from solo to 7?
No, I don't think I've done all the numbers. I think I've done 4 more often than not.
Obviously, I've done all of them quite a bit because I developed it. So
yeah, you should have.
Yeah. I think it's interesting to see who likes what at different because if you like the 7, it's kind of like you like the where are people going to pop up the random like kind of feel. But if you like at 3 or 4, it's because you like thinking about each individual person and like figuring out where they're going to go. It's really interesting. It's the player count speaks
transformative. Yeah, I like it at 3 a lot. And just to talk about player counts a little bit here, opportunity is a big part of it as well. The games I've picked are because I've actually played them at those numbers, and there's reasons why. I don't have a gaming group. It is mostly me and Doug 99% of the time. And so even when I look at games to review, they go, hey, it's 3+. And I go, there's no point sending it to me because the likeliness that I'm going to get a new game to the table when I'm with mates and review it, I don't have time. When I'm with my friends, I want to play games that we just want to play without any sort of pressure of any kind of opinions. So what is your number 6?
Is that your like announcement? Number 6. You did
number 6. It might just get higher or lower if it's possible. I think higher.
All right. My number 6 is Downforce.
Downforce.
So Downforce is a racing game, and I'm not really into racing or sports or stuff like that, but the gameplay is really fun. It's basically like a NASCAR looking thing, and I would have never thought I'd like that kind of thing, but the gameplay is really fun. You have all these different cards in your hand, and all the cards have numbers for all the different cards that are in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one of those cards you own, and you put down a card and it moves different cards up in a certain order. Okay. So then it just keeps going around. Everybody plays cards and you watch the cards move up the track. And, the track squeezes sometimes, so you can play a certain card to kind of like jump in front of people with your car. Sometimes, though, the way you really make points is by betting mid-game who's going to win. And you can be like, oh, my car is not going to win, so I'll start betting on these other cars. And you can still win if your car doesn't win. So
that's cool. So
yeah, it's
like
really
camel
cool.
Up mixed with heat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a faster, cleaner Camel Up in that way.
Nice.
And the reason why I picked 6 is because if you don't pick 6, then people can have, if you have like 3 players, then everybody would have 2 cars. Or if you have awkward like 4 or 5 players, someone has 2 cars, but other people don't, kind of thing. You have to pay points basically to get the extra cars, and it's it's a little weird. So yeah,
That's cool. I racing games have been a bit of a for me to start with. I was like, not that fussed about cars. I don't have a car. Never driven a car.
I
Whatever.
mean, same. Yeah, but the seems
And
really
then
good.
I played Formula Day with 10 people. That was
I've never
hilarious.
played that one. Yeah.
It starts off really boring, and you're just like one, but then seeing everyone just like rear off and crash, and yeah, and I did win, so it was pretty epic.
Oh well,
But
then it's awesome.
my six, and I realize I now have to make a banner every time I do this. Um, my six is I'm gonna show it first. It's called Cafe Order Overload.
Oh, I've seen that box, but I don't know anything about the game.
So, Cafe Order Overload is a memory game, and at first I was like, "Oh, I don't really care
Oh, I
about
must have
memory
forgot
games." But it gets the whole group going. Everyone has an order of cards in front of them. So there's like if there's 6 people, everyone you start with 6 cards. Someone reads them all out, and they're like, cheeseburger, cheese, ice cream, tea, hot tea, whatever. And then they shuffle them up, hand them out, and then all of you go around and try and remember all the things, but you can't say the one in front of you. But
You give them to the people, or
yeah, everyone gets like a selection of the cards, but you can't read those ones out. And then if someone gets one right, you put it down, and if you get 3 or 2 people who have all their cards in front of them, then you move on to the next round, which is two cards per person. Then it goes 3 cards per person, and eventually it's 30 things that everyone is being read, and you have to try and remember them. And it's very funny.
The cooperative, you're trying to get to a certain amount, or
Exactly. You're trying to just get through the levels. I have never gotten past level 5, and I took it to a like a game group thing, and I played it with a new friend, and they were like, "Oh, this is so good! I have to buy this." Like everyone's like, "I have to buy this game. This is so annoyingly like it just gets you going. Oh, is it milk? No, like it's just." And so I've now bought the burger one, which is an import. So and you can just mix them together. People are now, but I love that they're really annoying and they're specific. One is like hot coffee, like hot coffee. Another one is lukewarm tea with ice in it. Like some get really annoyingly specific. And the burger ones are like a cheeseburger with onions, cheeseburger with pickles, or there's a small portion of fries. You're just like, no. So I really enjoy it with a big group, and just reading off all the words, everyone's just intensely infuriated. So yeah, that's my 6, because it goes from 2 to 6, but at 6 it is even more scary, but also fun, because you're just like,
yeah. I mean, I guess it would be really easy at 2, right?
No, because
more cards, or
yeah, there's
more
just
levels.
more cards. They've made it so there's levels, but yeah, it says on the back hot coffee, cappuccino, espresso, banana, and I always remember the food ones, and then everyone says all the food ones before me, and then I'm just racking my brain, and I usually say hot tea. But yeah, some people have given their 6s. I saw 6 Nimit, Flip 7, just 1.
Almost did Flip 7.
Flip 7 is a classic. A new classic. There was asking for Trobles, and I think that's all the 6s I can. Oh, Codenames isn't bad with 6. But yeah, I could name so many games that are great at 6, which is awesome, because I don't think I could have done that 10 years ago.
Huh.
There just wasn't as many games for 6. Well, people would ask me, and I'd go, Camel Up is the only one I know at that point, and 7 Wonders. But 7 Wonders was with an expansion, I believe, for that. So,
have you played 7 Wonders Architects?
I think I've added. Oh, is that a new version?
It's the cleaner white box. It's a cleaner game. Yeah, it's very good.
I have not. I've got all of the expansions because we played it with 10 a few times.
Yeah,
but I've got 7 Wonders Duel, and I have 7 Wonders a stupidly heavy box. But I haven't played it in so long. I do like it a lot. But I think it's got a steep learn, and then it's easy because of all the symbols and all the words. All right, what is your number? Okay, I have to remember what was it. It was low for 6. Number 5.
Are you going lower? You're going to go lower and lower?
I can't go lower. I think I would end up going
Yeah, I was
Um,
gonna. This is gonna be interesting. So number 5 for me is Dead of Winter.
oh, really? It's a long
I
game.
just recently played this again, and it'd been years since I played it. And I played it a ton whenever it first came out and had it for a while. But um, 5 is the best because you have the trader mechanic or you don't. So
Mm,
it's basically living the Walking Dead kind of thing. It's the best zombie game ever. I never need another zombie game. You feel like you're in that thing and you're having to deal with real situations that could happen, not real, but situations that you could imagine happening and that kind of thing. It's cooperative, but the thing I love about it is that one, everybody has a secret objective.
yes.
So you have to yours might be like collect as much medicine as you can, and people are like, hey, anybody get medicine? You got a whole hand of medicine. You're like, nope, I don't have any medicine. And they're like, I know you have medicine.
You
Yeah,
definitely have
you
medicine, yeah.
definitely have medicine. And then
You're hoarding it, yeah.
what
You're
makes that
just
bad
relaxed.
is that there could be a traitor, but there might not be, because they take cards. I think it's 2 per player, and then one of those is a traitor. They mix them up and then give everybody one card, throw the rest in the box. So you don't know if someone became a traitor or if there's one in a box. So if I'm holding back medicine, maybe it's because I'm the traitor, or maybe it's just because I have my little card. It's so fun to try to figure out why people are doing what they're doing while trying to cooperate. And
Yeah.
I'm always the person kind of going, oh, I think we can make it if we do this and this. And then anytime I get resistance, I'm like, are you the traitor? That kind
Yeah.
of thing. I love it.
Dead of Winter's a like a bit of a nostalgia one for us because
Yeah.
it's roughly 10 years old, I think,
Yeah.
just because of the fact, or maybe a little bit older now, because before I got into board games, Doug and I have been together for about a year and a bit. Um, he asked for Dead of Winter and Small World for Christmas and his birthday because they're very close together. So I
Good
gave
games.
him, I think it was Dead of Winter for his birthday because he wanted to play it around then, and then Small World for Christmas. And so we did play. And I do remember not knowing when the game would end because of the varying lengths of the game, in that you could suddenly achieve it all in like half an hour. So we did actually have one evening where we all played it and learned it and played it. And it was really short. And the next game was 3 hours. And it was like 1 a.m. and we're like, oh, dear, we don't know what to do. But it is very good. And
They
I
do
do
have
like
different scenarios that tell you if it's a shorter, medium, or long game.
I don't know. Maybe was that something they added in?
Maybe.
I do remember playing a lot of Betrayal at House on the Hill, and that also had that factor in it where you just never really knew how long the game would be. So I was used to it. But we were playing with not really serious gamers. They were quite new to it, and that was an intense experience for them of being like, AP was definitely on the table. Like, whereas I was like, just go, Fido. You go. Don't you go there. So yeah, it's a good
Yes.
one. Okay, my number 5. Oh, no, I did see lots of 5s as well, everyone. I am.
Yeah. I did have a
2014.
honorable
Yeah, I
mention
knew
that
it.
almost took over for Dead of Winter, which was Study in Emerald. So
Oh, the Sherlock one,
Sherlock Holmes, Cthulhu,
which is
very
the
similar.
only game I've ever seen in a museum, where they were
Oh,
like,
really?
it was an exhibition of board games, but also fantasy, and that had its little area, and they had the first D&D book, and then Study in Emerald with a picture of Neil Gaiman, and I was just like,
Yeah.
is this it? Is this it? So yeah. Okay. Oh, you should duck down a bit as the count went down to an hour frame.
So
I
when we
would
get
show
to
you
one,
the
you just
act,
see
but
the
my
frog.
back was not so bad. Let's just say I've started yoga. Who goes there is a great pick at 5 or 6. Paint the Roses. There's a lot of more. This is what's cool. There's a lot more people on their 5s. There's a lot because 5 is a more common number, obviously, as we were aware. It's quite a common game name. Catan, Apiary, Scout. Oh, such a good one.
Scout's good.
Flock Together, very funny. I love the bird puns. I love it. My 5 is, I swear they're not all party games because I'm not even that much of a partier. But as you can realize, I don't have many experiences with big numbers. Things and Rings.
Oh, nice. Speaking of Peter C. Hayward.
Yeah. So yeah, this is by Peter C. Hayward, who's one of the designers of Critter Kitchen. And my one is actually, it's just signed.
Oh, nice.
That's actually a Venn diagram
I was wondering.
And it's got a vent that says nice and mean, and then I'm in the nice section and he's in the middle. So, yeah, normal
It's
stuff.
always, yeah.
Oh, look, Flamecraft is great at 5. Absolutely, I played it at 5.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, Things in Rings, those that don't know it, it's a Venn diagram game where you don't know what each of the rings mean, and then you're trying to get rid of your hand of things by placing them supposedly in the right places, but then the knower is like, it's over here, and hopefully, and then you have to draw another card if you get it wrong. It's I played it at even bigger than 5. I think it goes up to 6, I think, but I played it with the large groups as well. I played a giant one with Peter, and I take this and Cafe Auto Overload to, you know, when you go like, oh, we're going to like a game night and it's a lot of people, like it's like 50 people, and then I always think I don't want to bring games that are already there. When I bring these, they're not there, and everyone's like, you see it on tables all night, and I love to see that. I saw 8 people trying to. I was like, "What are you doing?" It's a brilliant game. I like it a lot. And Peter C. Hayward isn't here to enjoy the inflation of his big head. So I didn't put the banner up. I can't type and talk, so you can all just enjoy that it's not there.
Well, you're holding up the game though.
I am holding up the game. That's true.
That makes sense.
Things in Rings is so fun. Gibbon Tessie is very good at it. Gibbon Tessie was at my giant Things in Rings at Yuki Games Expo, and their team was very small, but they were on the money. They were on the money. Hi, Seasonal. How you doing? Having seen Rosie mention it so many times, I took a look at it and now I want it. Exactly. That's my thing, is I just keep pounding people about games. Okay. Number. What is cat? Okay, I went 5 in an accent apparently. So now 4. 4.
Everything you say is in an accent.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What is your number 4 where you have enjoyed playing this game at 4 people?
So anybody that knows me or watches my show knows that I've had to leave this game out of most of my lists because it keeps cropping up, because it's in my top 5 games. But at 4, the best game for me is Detective City of Angels.
Oh.
So it's by, why'd I say that? Because now it went Van Ryder Games. And it has Vincent Dutrait art, which is one of my favorite artists. And it's film noir kind of feeling, and you're a detective.
You say film noir?
Film noir, yeah.
Film noir.
We say film noir.
You say noir. Oh my goodness, that's the stop cube over here.
And it's in that kind of, Sam Spade, LA kind of thing. It happens in LA, in fact. And so one player plays something called the Chisel, which is like the game master. And they're playing all the suspects that you're coming across. And everybody else is playing a detective. And you just have a huge map of LA from, I think it's the 40s, something, maybe the 50s. No, it was after the war, so it's the 50s. And you have a little figure, and you're going, I'm going to go over to the crime scene and look around. And then the Chisel, the person playing that, hands you a little card, and you're like, ooh, I found this. And none of the detectives know what you found. And everybody's doing their own thing, trying to discover what happened. And there's a story that happens. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
So can you tell me the name again, because it's so long?
Detective City of Angels.
I think I have. I think I played it with, and Libby's if Libby's there, she might have said that I played it. And did I win? I may have won.
In fact, I think they're coming to Kickstarter pretty soon with an expansion, so check that out.
Is Libby there? If you're there, Libby from Box Meeples, is that the game we played with Julian? He's a massive fan. Because when you talk about it like that, that sounds exactly like. But there's a few games where you're kind of roaming around and detectiving. And does it have this thing where you have if you see a clue, other people can spend stuff to also find out the clue?
Yeah, they can spend money to bribe like the sergeant desk and stuff to tell them what you found out and stuff like that. But also,
if everyone already knows it, it's public viewing when you go look at it. I think it is that. It was fun. It wasn't hard to learn. Kigu is asking, is it still worth it replayability wise?
So it comes with, I think, 6 or 7, maybe 8 different cases. So you play a different case every time you play. So it is in that regard, but you wouldn't play the same case again unless you, I don't know, wait 10 years and forget everything. But I'd be afraid that I'd start remembering where to go and what to do and who the bad person was and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
There definitely must be more out, because I think that
Oh, there's tons more now. Yeah,
I think that's what Julian was covering, because he's a big
yeah.
fan.
I
I think
have.
he also demoed it at UK Games Expo. That's why he was playing it with us.
They
So
come out with expansion boxes that have like 5 or 6 more things in
nice.
them. So they're about to come out with more. I saw an advertisement for it. So,
But yeah, it's cool. I like a detective. I still think that for me, detective games, there still isn't one that's the best. I still think there's going to be one day where everyone goes, that's it. That's the one. Because obviously we know Monopoly, and not Monopoly. See, Cluedo sucks. We know Cluedo sucks. It's inherently flawed.
Sure.
But I love Mysterium. There's
Stream's
lots of
great.
them, but I love like Hercule Poirot. I love that sort of stuff, and still none of them have created that for me.
I would recommend Watson and Holmes.
Okay.
It's a very simple game, but you feel like you are in a Sherlock Holmes mystery, and you are
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to solve it.
I've done the Sherlock box ones, but I actually fall asleep literally every single time, because
Oh,
you're reading a lot of information.
yeah.
And
Watson
then
and
you
Holmes
actually
is
fall
like a
asleep.
worker placement where they just have cards that are face down and their locations. And you have your little worker, and you say, "I'm going to go here to the morgue and look at the body or something." And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just read a little paragraph and go, "Ooh, that's interesting." I actually end up drawing what looked like murder boards to figure out where everything is. Like I draw in boxes, this is happening, and draw strings out to something else. And so in my notes, it's really good.
But yeah, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. But I do think Mysterium is, if you want a 6-player one,
It's a good one. It goes up
and
to
just
7.
if you just have someone who doesn't like social interaction, put a blanket over them, give them a bell, make them the ghost. They'll be happy as Larry.
That's true. That's true.
Lots of 4s here. Tang Garden. I was
Yep.
sharing a few there.
Good.
Fromage.
Fromage. Yeah, fromage is good.
Fromage.
I haven't played it
I'm
at
not
4.
surprised there's so many 4s, because it's the most
Yeah,
common play account.
4 is excellent. Too many.
But yeah, my 4. Let me get back to these banners I'm so prepared for. My 4 is one of my. Well, actually, it is my literal favorite. Well, is it? When your favorite's one that you've always said, and then you go, if I actually think about it, has anything pipped it? I don't know, but this is the one I've always said is my favorite co-op of all time. Do you know it? My favorite co-op.
Favorite co-op? I don't think so. Oh, I've heard you mention this, but I didn't know it was your favorite.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, this is like when I was younger, I had a best friend, and up until like, after 10 years of knowing each other, we still called each other best friends. Haven't spoken to her in 2 years. So, it's like, are they still? Don't know. But like, yeah, Burgle Bros is fantastic. One is Tim Fowers. I love Tim Fowers games. But the design, just the style, this is literally, you are working your way up through floors to get to a helipad on top. And there is a guard walking around, and he moves around, and you flip a card, and he moves to another grid reference, and blah blah blah. And you're trying to stay out of his way, and you're trying to steal something from each floor, find the exit, and move your way up to the top. It's brilliant. I love it a lot. And at 4, it means you've got enough people that have different powers. Burgle Bros to the edge. But yeah, I have this next to paperback. They all look really beautiful together, and I've just got very fond memories of playing this game a lot. There also is a super fancy version, which is it's a bigger box as Casino, and it all opens up, and you have sticks and everything for
I've
each
seen that
floor.
one. Yeah.
I still think this one's better just because of compactness. The other one is like a bit difficult to put together and stuff, whereas this is just so neat, and everything fits like perfectly. Like, it's just stuffed to the brim with stuff. So yeah, I really like it, and it's got these little satisfying sticks to break up all the little walls. But yeah, and it's very stylish, and it's very Tim Fowers.
So every designer has a story of, I was designing this game and it came out, and that's the game for me. I had a game called Thick as Thieves, and it was very similar. I mean, very, very similar. And The only saving grace is that I got to a point where I was like, I'm kind of stuck. I'll put it on a shelf and just leave it. And then like 6 months later, that came out to Kickstarter. I was like, well, I guess I don't have to worry about that then. It got made.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, absolutely.
yeah.
It always happens, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
like you know, you can't
It's a
design a game
zeitgeist.
quickly. You've got to take the time you need, and it also is one of the reasons I think we end up with so many games of the same theme happening at times. You know, intertextuality and sort of inspiration that comes from things around you that you didn't really realize. And then at one year we had 3 mushroom games called Mycelia.
More than 3, I think there was. Well, all had the same title, but there were other ones like Grove.
So many
and
mushroom games.
Yeah.
Mycelia, Mycelium.
I mean, we're all in the same industry, and it's a small industry. We're all talking to each other. It's just, of course,
which is
all
why I am outwardly putting out there more frog games. I am like, if I actively say it, then I will get more frog games, because
I mean, you're getting more frogs in our games.
It's working. It's working in another level.
Yeah.
But I genuinely need more frog games. I have a couple that are top frog. It's probably like fulfilling at some point soon. That's stunning, beautiful, love it. It's Abby Toad's artwork. It's hilarious. Frogs and hats. But yeah, more frogs, please. I'll just keep saying it, and maybe that'll make it out there. And then I'll move on to another animal, like ducks. just
once you've had enough of frogs.
No, I'll never have enough of frogs, but it's always good to have a menagerie of animals.
Is that a koala on your head? Because that's not a frog.
This is a lion.
A lion?
This is Lion from Steven Universe.
Oh, I didn't see the ears. Okay.
No, this is a pink one that Gilles made. He's actually done Lilo and Stitch, or just Stitch, and the Turning Red Panda as well. But I do love Steven Universe a lot. It is beautiful. If you enjoy a beautiful cartoon, definitely check it out. We are halfway, so I'm just going to remind everyone that you could win. This is like a proper podcast. You could win. That's wrong. You could win a bundle of a premium game mat from Andromeda's Edge and the beautiful Obelisk Dice Tower. You do have to be a backer. Again, you don't have to be a backer of everything. You can just be a backer for this. And you need to comment to the Edge to enter. And so far, I have 29 entries, which makes sense because there's about 31 people watching. So that makes sense. So, you're in with a good shot there, percentage-wise. So make sure you enter it if you haven't already. And just as a note, if you won last week, you can't win this week. That's one person. Just saying. Also, if you work for Cardboard Alchemy, you can't win either. Like, few people in the comments like, hey.
I did get to play with the Dice Tower at Gen Con. Yeah, I think it was a prototype, but it was still fun. Yeah.
I have never. That's the one thing I've not seen in person yet. But I'm very excited. Pete's fun. Oh, rats. More rats in board games too as well. That'd be fab. In a positive way. Rats are actually delightful.
They are.
They are delightful.
Very cute.
So we were at 4. Now 3. No, it's too high. I can't. No, wait. No, I could go higher. 3. Yeah, we could do it.
With the question mark?
3. What is a game that you thoroughly enjoy at 3 players?
It's one that can play to 7, but I would never play it to 7.
Ooh,
I don't even like playing it at its normal max at 5. But Scythe is the best number at 3. And I play it I even play it when I play it on Steam, and it's just me against AI that goes really fast. I still only play against 3 players. It almost feels like it was built just for 3 players, and then the other ones just crowd things too much or take too long to get to your turn and all. But yeah, Scythe, another old one. One's been on my list for a while.
I feel terrible that I've not played it.
I mean, a lot of people haven't played it.
I think it's the name. I genuinely thought it sounded really boring.
Well, it also looks like a war game, and it's not.
Yeah, it's at the front cover. I'm like,
it has the same issue that I think Root does, where Root looks all cute, but it's a war game, and this one looks like a war game, but it's not cute, but it's
from a marketing
perspective.
Euro. You got it right.
Right, yeah, but this is more of a Euro. You're basically just trying to do stuff to earn stars, and there's different things to do, and you have a a board in front of you that has 4 actions and a little marker that sits on the one that you just did, and then you have to move it to one of the other 3. So you can't ever repeat the action except for one faction that has the ability. There's different faction abilities and stuff like that. So it's really good. I enjoy it. I like playing all the different factions and the different boards that you get, and
it's farming, right?
There's farming. There is combat, but it's not bad. You just get sent home.
Is it scythe-related combat? Are you fighting with scythes?
There is a mech that has big scythes on it.
It's a question for you. Scythe was the first game I got all of the deluxe components for. Do you prefer normal Scythe or the campaign, The Rise of Fenris?
I've not played The Rise of Fenris. I've had it for, what is it, almost 10 years since, or something, 8 years or 6 years, whatever it's been. It's been a while since I've had it, but I've been wanting to do it, but I haven't had the good group to do it, because since 2020 I lost my game group, and so I'm mostly 2-player as well.
Yeah. Yep. It's exactly what happened to me as well. They had children and then left the country. But like a few people talking about their like Everdell or Wormspan or Wurmpsan, the new
Wurmpsan?
I like that a lot. Wurmpsan. That'll actually be the next one. Septi's graded 3 and someone else is glad to know that. I saw that.
I'll tell you, I've only played SETI once. It was with Luke and Peter, and they destroyed me. They were neck and neck, and I was so far back, I kind of felt like if I had something else to do, I'd just get out of the race and let them finish and watch it. But,
I've heard it said, do not play with Luke and Peter. So just generally.
Yeah, I mean, I actually really enjoyed it, but I can tell it's one of those games I'm not going to usually win, but I still want to play again because I don't care if I win. I care if I enjoy it. But yeah, it was really good.
It does look pretty. It looks pretty. The King is Dead. It's Genius.
I haven't played that one.
Another Everdell at 3. I do enjoy Everdell at 3 because it's such a long game. If you've got all the cards.
Have you played there's a house rule? I haven't done it yet and I want to, but there's a house rule where you take the deck and you separate it with a critter deck and a place deck or location deck.
Ooh.
And then the meadow that usually has 8 cards, you put 4 cards from one and 4 from the other. And anytime you go to get cards, you get to choose which deck.
I like that. That's
that way. If you're looking for the husband or the wife, the ones that connect, you go for that. But yeah, I can't wait to try it.
I like that a lot, especially with 600 cards you're dealing with. So
yeah.
At 3, it's good. You're not. I mean, 2 stalls. I do like it at 2 as well. But
the expansions make that deck bigger too. So
and you can get through it a bit faster. Yeah. Okay. Oh, lots of comments. Some very random things going on here, so I'm just gonna what do I do with that? Let's do that. I'm gonna delete them because I don't know what's going on. You got banned. I've not had to do that in a while. Okay, so my one is chonky and actually very heavy and
not a party game. Stardew Valley. I haven't played that one, but I want to.
It is a beast. It's very chill. I went in thinking like I'm not going to like this game because all the reviews were kind of mixed. They were just, thought it would be like the game, and I actually think it's like the game. I think the game is hard. I think the video game is hard. I only play it at 2-player. Me and Doug does all the mining and the fighting, and I just water my plants and look after chickens. It's great. In this, each of you take a role. It could be a farmer, it could be a fisher. You can still do the other things, but you can upgrade your tools, and there's relationships, there's seasons. And someone told me they had a game that lasted 8 hours because they didn't set the season deck. They played with all of the cards, and I was like, oh no, seasons are like 4 cards each. No. And they were like, yeah, we didn't realize, we just went going. But I've had a lovely not a few days playing this, but every time I played it, we set up like thematic food, the soundtrack. We make like apples into the little like characters, little aliens that are in the game. And it's really lovely. It's very, I thoroughly, it's a co-op, and it's very, for me, like my kind of co-op. You just kind of like, if you've got a good co-op group where you can chat it out and you're not like, there's no captain, it's a very lovely experience.
Is
It's
it
not the game for captaining.
is it still available? I thought it was kind of hard to get whenever I
So
first got
this
it.
is what's fascinating is it's by the same guy, something concerned ape.
Hmm.
He got this made, and then every time he tweaks it because he's just like he mods his own video game. So this is the second edition, which has an insert, whereas the first one didn't have as much of an insert.
Hmm.
There's a third or a fourth now. I'm not really sure. So you basically just got to ride the wave of it being available. It is available in the UK. Like it is, you can get it from a few places. I think Zatu and a few places still have it. It ran at one point at £100 because it was hard to get, but it shouldn't be more than 60. Um,
Okay.
but I like it a lot. It's charming. It's charming. And the mining is the mechanics for mining, the mechanics for fishing. They're all, one of them's drawing things out of a bag, and another one is trying to go down layers, and the cards show like
For
where you
mining.
go, like in a grid reference. There's 3 different points for fishing and farming. Birds can come and steal stuff. It's it's good fun.
Cool. I want to
I
play
found it on sale in the internet. In the internet. Lots of people talking about Stardew Valley. Never played it, video nor board game. I mean, it might not be for you, you know. We've not got to 2 yet. Okay, we've got some other things to talk about, so let's go fast.
Yep.
Okay. 2. One's gonna be high.
Gone there.
What's your 2?
My number 2 is The Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Oh.
And it's mostly because 3-player and 4-player, they don't really add more to the game. And it's just more like time till it gets back around to your turn. You don't see much difference depending on that. So you might as well just play it 2. And it's a really fun, challenging game where you're doing the Indiana Jones thing, but there's monsters and there's runes and stuff like that. It's a nice deck builder. It's a really nice deck builder. You get your, you buy new cards, add them to your deck, and figure out ways to go investigate the runes or do more journaling kind of stuff. I like the different boards that they have now. There's expansions. The leader expansion's really good. I haven't played the newest expansion, but yeah, it's very good.
No, I'm not going to say my own game, but I will share it. There you go. My one is Tic Tac Trek. Tic Tac Trek.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
This is by the same people. Well, it's not the same designer, but the same people that Alley Cat Games who do Tinder Blocks. And this one is Tic Tac Toe, but you are trying to have but when you do it, you get to place your own little X or your own little O, and they're like little campfires. You want to keep it as far away from other people surrounding it because you're only going to score the negative space at the end of the game. So you want to have them like as open as possible, but people are like, nah, I'm going to surround it and screw you up. It's beautifully simple. I love this little style of the little wooden.
Oh, that's cute.
X and then the O's, and it's all like completely waterproof, and you've got literally like a bag, and then you've got your X's and your O's. It's beautiful. I think it's great. I think it's like an amazing 2-player. It's only 2-player, obviously, because Tic Tac Toe themed.
Anytime someone tells me a game is waterproof, it makes me realize I don't play games like some other people play games.
Underwater.
Well, because it would just never occur to me. Like, we don't have drinks and stuff on the same table as our games. We have little trade
which
tables.
Is totally fair.
You know? Yeah, I mean, like,
I get that. I have a dog, and so we take the dog out for walks, and we like to go on the weekend to nice places and parks and stuff. And I'll bring a game in my bag. And at the moment, I've been taking like these newspaper puzzle thing called the Sunday Club. But sometimes, we'll go, and it doesn't need to be waterproof. Doesn't mean like I'm actually putting it in water. It just means that it's hardy enough to put on like a slightly dirty surface or a rock or whatever. And I think if you are actually a camping person, this is fantastic. So yeah, okay, cool. And then we got our final one. Can someone edit together the soups and see if I did it?
That would be fun.
I've seen some 2s. Hive is graded 2 flop, and it has frogs. Oh my goodness. Floristry is great, although it does require an app, which I think is cool, but I also think that if someone is like the app stops working or something, then that's a bit frustrating. Oh yeah, with an app, yeah. It's cool though. I do like it a lot. Unmatched, Flamecraft Duels, Sequence, Mythic Mischief, all excellent ones. Love them all. Okay, what is your One.
Well, I don't play a lot of. I'm trying to get the full title here. Actually, I forgot it. Okay, there it is. So I don't play a lot of single solo games, even though I've designed one or two. But and that's mostly because Erin, my partner, we play games a lot together. So
Yeah.
I have one, but we played it together, so it's kind of a cheat. But it is a solo game. But it's choose your own adventure. The House of Danger is the specific one that I did.
Oh my
So
goodness. I'm
the
making
cover of it looks like the old Choose Your Own Adventure books, and it feels like that too. You open it up and there's just a little track. Yeah. Well, there's different ones. Choose Your Own Adventure is what it's called, and then there's one called House of Danger. There's another one that's it like different themes and stuff. But you open it up and there's the cards. The artwork looks like the black and white ink stuff of that kind of stuff, and you read like, oh, you're at a house and you don't know why, and it's a mysterious thing, and there's a hedge maze, and do you go here? Or do you go here? And you decide where to go, and it tells you what card to pull, and so you continue through this thing. So it is a solo thing, but we just kind of decided together. But we play video games and stuff like that too. So
Yeah, absolutely. I a lot of solos Doug and I have played together. Even like the solo I have genuinely played the most is Flamecraft Duels, because when I was making videos and stuff for it, I just couldn't stop playing. I couldn't stop playing it solo. But sometimes me and a friend would just play it solo, but we talk about it. So I think it's very easy to do that. A lot of the best sort of solos for me, like On a Rim and stuff like that, say 1 to 2, because you're just making decisions together. So I totally get that. My choice has actually been said. If someone did it, like that's we've got some ones here like the Agropolis, Palm Island. I love Palm Island. I didn't say that one. Someone says Gaia Project. Mark Dandrews definitely said solo. Andromeda's Edge. Bunch of people. And the thing is, you don't have to be a solo player if you don't like
I would
it.
be surprised if Mark didn't say Andromeda's Edge.
But no, my one, let me remove this banner. My one is Dwarf Romantic.
Oh, I played the video game of that,
Yeah, which is a beautiful solo chill game. This is, for me, one of the, I weirdly featured a lot of video games to board games in this one. But yeah, like it's been reviewed as a solo game you play with people, because it really is just about making decisions together. But I love it. I've played it solo on some live streams, and it's just so beautifully done. They did a really good job. In the video game, you are continually building massive forests and lands and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But in the board game, you're limited. You need to be creating a group of 4, 5, or 6. And so you can't go too hard on it. But then you also can score for big areas. So it's a little bit more thinky in that sense.
Yeah.
I think it's more gamified, I think, than the app, because the app is a bit more like, it's like I fall asleep to it. But I fall asleep to a lot of things, as we've discussed today. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I think it's a fun little list to go through, because player counts are very important to people. As a reviewer, I'm sure you also know this, Chris, people always ask, does it play well at this? And you don't always get the opportunity to play every game at every player count unless you are a developer, which brings me nicely round to Chris. I hear you work for Cardboard Alchemy.
I do. Yep. I am lucky enough to. Yeah.
You're lucky enough to. Someone earlier said, can I not win and instead win a place on the team? Which I thought was funny.
That is the ultimate winning. Yeah.
So you've worked on Andromeda's Edge, and you are the one who put all the references into the modules.
Yep. I drew 200 plus modules for that. Yep. Those were fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now you're obviously working on Whisperwood. You're designing Whisperwood. That means you're not allowed to develop it. You're not allowed. That's just the rules. which
is good. It's my preference. Yeah.
Did you get to do anything on Genesis? What was your input? Did you get to do playtesting or?
So yeah, Genesis, I got to just jump into playtesting. So I got to kind of relax and just enjoy what Luke and Peter and all of you made together. And I got to play it a few times in physical form and on TTS, and so yeah, I didn't have much to do with Genesis that much, but since our team is growing, everybody can do things. It's really weird too because I'm not used to not being that involved in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game founds and Kickstarters and stuff like that. I'm
yeah,
always here to help. I made a whole bunch of ads for it. If
yeah,
you
yeah,
if you saw a bunch of ads on BGG, that was my doing.
yeah.
Um,
No, absolutely. It's
but
it's it's interesting. Like every campaign's been different, even though we have a process. We're always improving or changing or adapting for the what we're doing. Like someone earlier asked, why is it 2 weeks? It's because it's an expansion, and we also have a lot of stuff to do. And
mhm,
we, end of the day, often with Kickstarters or crowdfunding campaigns, you have a big boost at the beginning, and then it lulls, and then a big boost at the end. And you don't always need it to be a 3 week gap in the middle. But with bigger games, maybe you have more stuff to do, more stretch goals, more stuff to unlock. Whereas this one, we didn't do stretch goals. We did puzzles, which are now coming to an end. You can still do the final one.
those were
And we've
too
done a
hard.
social goal with Tim where we're 2/3 of the way on the like. So go like Tim's video. So, there's a bit of stuff we're doing, but not as much as we do with the base game thing. So but yeah, it's sometimes 2 weeks is an interesting and fun experience, which goes past very quickly.
It
But
does.
Libby did have a question for question or a sort of topic. The faction is so good, and I need to know more about Whisperwood.
Yeah, I mean, there's. I guess you could say there is a whole faction that's based off of the Whisperwood thing, so there's some influence there. I got to have for Genesis, right? Um, that faction's awesome. I love it. Um, yeah, so Whisperwood is a bag builder, but I always tell people there are two different types of bag builders, and there aren't enough games in right now for both of them for a lot of people to see the difference. But there's one type of bag builder that's kind of a push your luck kind of, and that's like Quacks, um, Wonderland's War, those kind of games are push your luck. But Whisperwood is kind of like Orleans or Altiplano, those kind of games, or even Meeples and Monsters, I think is one where it's more of a deck builder. So you're building the tokens that go in your bag, and when you draw your tokens, you get to use those to choose what actions you're going to do.
Yeah.
So it's a puzzle. Every round you're given a bunch of tokens, and you look and you go, how can I use these to get done what I want to do, or what can I do with them? And it's that puzzle that is the most fun for me.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it's going to look like with art.
I know.
I'm so fascinated because I don't normally see our games before that. I joined after Flamecraft, and Critic Kitchen already had art. I joined literally just before the campaign. Everyone, it was a turnaround. It had art, and then Duels. I definitely saw it without, but only like briefly until it had like again Sandara's fast. Like,
Well, and the thing with like Manny and Sandara games, Sandara's like involved from the very beginning, like even when Manny's designing. So
Yep.
art is there really early on in those, and that's not usually the case, right? Usually you want the game kind of mostly finished before you bring an artist in to start doing stuff. But
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I've already seen some, obviously. I've seen some sketches of the druids, and they look very cool. But at the moment, are you working on, is it golems you're working on at the moment?
yeah. So on this banner behind me, those big giant eyes, he's a golem. And there are golems for each element that's represented in there. So there's magic, earth, water, and air. And so there's 4 golems that you can interact with, and they work with you to. You're a druid, and they work with you to help bring the forest back to life, that kind of thing. But each golem has its own special powers that you can get when you interact with it. It gives you a certain abilities and things, and then big scoring at the end for different types. So we've just been kind of messing with those a little bit, but we're also creating alternate golems that you can play with because cardboard alchemy, we like to give you everything. Yeah. So we're working with different ones to do really weird things. like some of the names we have right now are Shadow, um, Rivers, one of them. I'm trying to think of all the fun names we've been coming up with, but yeah, they each have their own names and hopefully some personality to them.
That's so cool. I love the style of them already. I
Yeah.
think, I mean, for me, as soon as I heard about the game, it reminded me of the Ghibli movie, um, something in the sky, Castle in the Sky, I think it's called.
Hmm.
There's this beautiful robots, these Laputa robots, they're called. Oh yeah, Laputa Castle in the Sky. That's the name. And they have these very long arms and legs, and they have these little, like, one eye and one small eye, and then there's one that's covered in moss
Hmm.
because it's a plant one, and there's another one that's, and it, it's my absolute favorite character from all of Ghibli, just from design, and I just really enjoy. I don't think it's a golem, but it definitely has that vibe, and so I was always like, oh, I can't wait to see what they look like,
Yeah.
and how are we doing them with the game? Like, what are they going to? Are they? I actually don't. My brain's like, I don't know, but like, are we doing them as minis? Are we doing them as wooden? Are we like what's the different things? So
Yeah. I can tell you what I've been hoping that they'll be
yeah,
is
you could just give a
yeah.
designer's
What
dream.
they end up being, what I'd love for them to be is minis, and I believe Peter's talked about possibly trying to see if they could light up when you move them.
So cool.
So I think he said that, so I'm not giving away too much
I
secret.
think so. My brain is mush when it comes to things we've said in public and things we've said just
Right.
chatting.
Yeah. So you can't, don't take me at that as that being the final thing, but that's what I want anyway.
Yeah. No, yeah, they would look very, very cool. And you're light, so you're like, ooh, light up minis. I mean, obviously, like, we like to push the boat out on our minis. They weren't our minis, but obviously Peter worked on dwellings and made sound bases that go.
Yes, those were so fun. I worked on dwellings with Peter as well, so
Yes, of course. Yeah.
those were so fun. And I thought when we first made them, I was like, I'm never going to play with those. And then I played with them once, and I'll never not play with them again. I love making them little sounds every time you.
We
move
played with them at a convention, and you cannot hear them. It was like,
oh, I know you have to put them like right here when you're in a real loud convention. They're not super loud, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't want them super loud. I like the idea of playing the dark mode. I definitely will have to make a video if we do it of like, what are you making decision wise? No idea. I love that so much. But yeah, so you can actually go and follow the campaign. It's already linked below for Whisperwood. We can build up those. Because actually now I think Kickstarter introduced the ability to do updates in advance, just like on GameFound. So you never know when we'll start putting out some more information and stuff. And there will be a Facebook group as well.
I think there's a little bit more art on it too. Like I think at least one sketch or something of a bear.
Ooh, you got to keep an eye on it. You never know. What have I done? Shush, Rosie. Oh no. Terrified now.
We said something.
Oh, we said something. We were doing so well. But yeah, I know it's going to be a Facebook page. Okay, cool. And there was also, we did mention that we would talk about Critic Kitchen. For those that have hung around, we did mention that we are working on Critic Kitchen extra stuff. There are some spaces in the box.
Yeah. And
those were intentional. We can't do updates over on there yet. Okay, cool. Yet. Oh, well, I don't know. That's the thing. Oh, who knows? Who knows what technology will gift us in the future? But yeah, so Critter Kitchen. There are going to be some more little promos. Is that what you've been working on?
Some of the people, and I wanted to point out some of the people that help me test play a lot on Discord are in the chat, and I want to say thanks to them. We've been test playing some promos. As you said, there's 2 missing spots in the meeples if you have the deluxe version of the Critter Kitchen. And so we have those 2 coming to you in promos, which are going to be at our PAX U booth, I believe, for the first time. And then if you can't make it to PAX U, eventually we'll have it on our store, so you'll be able to do that.
Yeah. PAX U is going to be our first ever proper booth. We have had presences. We've had a presence. That's how you say English. Don't worry, we originated the language. We had a presence at a few places. Like we've had a section of stands at different things, but this is our first ever like proper booth, and we are doing a lot of fun things. Honestly, I'm excited of what's going to be happening at PAX-U. It's in Philadelphia. For those that don't know, PAX Unplugged is a series of events, usually focused on video games, if I'm correct. The PAX series, and this is the Unplugged one, which means board games from the title. But I think there's still video games there. I think they can't resist sneaking them in the background. So, you know, we have a lot of plans, and we're very excited to have a presence there. And we're doing some things, some cool things.
Maybe are you going to make it to PAX-U?
Have I been before, or am I?
Are you going to make it this year?
I'm very much planning on coming.
Really?
Yes.
That'll be the first time you and I meet each other for real in real time.
For reals, for realsies,
for real life.
Yeah, that's true. It's very hard to like. I've met like half the team now.
Right.
Have I met everyone but you? No.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
No, because it depends, because I'm the only one in Texas. So sometimes I'm in different places and you're the only one in the UK. So yeah.
That's true. I've met Lauren and Nicole and Brad and Peter and Luke. I haven't met Judy. I haven't met Judy. So not everyone. You don't worry, you're not alone. I'm not singling you out. Like, oh no, I'm not. No, but no, there'll be a lot of us there. A lot of us there at PAX-U, because it's like the whole team effectively, and it's very exciting. And we'll have lots of things you can come and do. Everyone's going, yay, Rosie! I have someone who I'm going with so that I fly safely. I don't want to fly on my own, and that person works for a big company, and that big company is being very slow at approving their flights, so I can book my flight. So that's where I'm at right now. But as soon as that happens, I can just book it and get sorted. And I'm very excited. And then there's a bunch more events that we're planning on doing. So there's some questions. Let's go through some questions. There's a fun fact that you made the animated video for the original Flamecraft Kickstarter.
That's true. That was before I was officially on the team. Yep.
You are a man of many hats. Many hats, and it's very impressive. It's a very good trailer. I think that was quite a successful Kickstarter. So
yeah, it did pretty well.
Yeah. Peter's been doing some sneaky spoilering. We're doing something totally different than an expansion for Andromeda. What is he even talking about? I don't even know what he's talking about. Then when will we get to see the CK program? We've already said. We just said it. I think you asked that question ages ago, and I remembered, and we told you.
Have we said what it's called? What it's
about?
Yeah. I don't know if Peter said or not. So it's the tortoise and the hare.
Yay!
Terry the tortoise and Harriet the hare, and
Terry
the tortoise, and Harriet. And the way they work is very thematic towards the tale, the fable of the tortoise and the hare. It's really fun, and whenever you realize that and how they work together and stuff, not together so much, but how they work with other chefs.
Yeah.
When you play with them, you're like, oh, that's hilarious. I think the tortoise goes before anybody else, kind of thing, because but he's a 2, so he wins in the race, that kind of thing. And the hare lets the 2s go in front of them, but they get stars for it, so it's a reverse kind of thing that you expect. It's good.
That's I'm very excited. It's such a cool idea. But yeah, so
and the meeples are very cute,
and Sundara had to design them to fit into those spaces. She got given like a little outline. Get it in there. Which is so fun. It's kind of similar to how we thought about the raiders going into the box. Like, we know where we could put them, and then we were like, right, what can we get in there, which is really cool. Peter's going to Essen. So am I. Have you ever been to Essen?
I have not. I don't believe it really exists.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It really is just a huge party that no one plays games.
Yeah.
It's actually bowling. It's just 100% bowling. It's all a lie. Yeah.
I've
when I
tried
tell
many times.
people
I haven't
when
quite
I
made.
when I tell people outside of what I the board game world that I'm going to Germany for a board game convention, they're like, oh okay, and then I always say about 100,000 people, and they're like, what? There are 100,000 board gamers, and I'm like, there are millions probably. I don't know.
Oh,
um,
definitely millions. Yeah.
there are definitely millions, but this is 9 halls, and it's basically impossible to do the whole thing. I don't think it's possible to do the whole thing and actually do it. I think you could
Right.
run around the whole thing and go did it, but I don't think you could actually experience it properly. And you need to learn that. It's going in. Don't feel bad if you miss bits.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's not slightly, but it's bigger than Gen Con. Gen Con, I think, is like 75,000, and you'll never get that done either. So I can
Yeah,
imagine.
UK Games Expo is getting
Stuff.
close. I think it
Yeah.
was 50 or 60,000 at the
I'd
last
love to
one.
visit that one too. Great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. It's getting bigger, and it's getting to the point of potentially overwhelming for me as a Londoner. That's hard because I'm used to crowds.
Hmm.
I have things where I'm fine with small groups of people, large families, then crowds fine. Like it's this weird I don't know what it is, but I become a tortoise when it's in
Hmm.
large family gatherings or lots of people who seem to know each other very well. I'm like, oh, this is too much.
See,
But then
crowds are bad for me, but when I'm in a booth, I can bubble it
oh
in
yeah,
my
block
head.
it out. Yeah,
Yeah, and then I'm totally fine. That amount of people that can fit in a booth and all that.
100%.
The
There is
second
an
I step out, I'm
overwhelming
like,
crowd.
oh, lots of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I actually when I did Essen the first time I was definitely overwhelmed,
Hmm.
and I ended up putting because I went on my own, and not saying that's why I was overwhelmed. I had people there that I knew. I had people from Lucky Duck were helping me and everything.
Yeah.
I was demoing Critic Kitchen, and I only was meant to do the mornings, but I ended up just putting more on because I was like, I'll just stay here. And then Doug, who also came to experience Essen, ended up also helping because he was like, it's scary out there. I'm just going to teach people
Yeah.
Critic Kitchen. So we
Yeah, it's
actually ended
nice
up
to have a
running,
little home.
I was only meant to run 9 or something. I ended up running 16 games. So yeah. Oh look, Quirkleton says there might be more. Who knows?
Yeah, there is more being tested. Yeah, I can say that, right? Maybe
more
I can
being
say that.
tested.
Well, I said it. So.
Exactly. Do we have a launch date for Whisperwood? We do not yet. We will do that eventually.
I think we're saying spring possibly of next year, but as I said, we're still putting parts of it together. So we can't just say this because then we'd be stuck to that. We want to make the best game possible. So yeah.
It's like baking a cake. You don't put it on the table till it's done.
Yeah, but those actually have defined times where you so it's not like baking a cake.
It's like decorating a cake.
That's fair. Okay.
It's still sizzling. It's not done. That's the rule apparently with a cake. Is if you can still hear it bubbling, like sizzling, you put it back in the oven. I know.
I made one cake once, and I made my own caramel, and that came out fine. But the cake itself was kind of hard as a brick.
Oh no!
Had a great taste, but I don't know what I did. But it was so dense, you could have knocked someone out with it if you threw a piece at them. So yeah, that's the only cake I ever made. So I'll probably try it again sometime.
I love it. Oh, Luke's here. Hi, Luke. Luke's gonna be there. Luke's at Essen. Yeah, so we don't have a presence at Essen, but there will be 4 of us. So myself, Peter, Luke, and Nicole.
So you'll be floating around?
Be floating around. You never know what you'll find. We do like to carry things on our person that make fans of our games happy. I don't know why that sounded weird, but that was a description of what we might have on us. So you never know. Definitely say hello. I think I still have some badges of my little dragon that I can give to people. But yeah. Will AE have a booth / stand at the next UK Games Expo? Maybe. One of the reasons you go to Essen is to talk to important people. And do you know what? Essen is a business event that has somehow become a public event. because there is nowhere to play games. Let's make that very clear. It is if you want to play a demo of a game, sure, might be like a 20-minute, might be someone was running like full games of something once and it was like 4 hours. But for the most part, there's no like library or open gaming. It was originally a business event, so there are lots of booths walled off, and you book meetings. So a lot of the reasons why companies go like us is to have meetings, to connect. And a lot of the connections end up becoming collaborations or future stuff. You never know. If you bump into someone, all of a sudden you're making a game with them like a year later. So it's a great event for networking, as well as having a booth, but this time we're not. But you never know. Maybe. I like S&O. It's my third time, so I'm getting used to it now. Rosie, can you sneak MP and me in your luggage? I actually travel very light, I'm afraid. But I am going by car this time, so, do what
in
will.
the boot.
In the boot. Actually, I think it's a van. I think you can just roll around the van.
I just wanted to say boot because we say trunk. I thought it.
Yeah, boot's way more fun than trunk. They're both kind of dumb, actually, aren't they? And Whispers, what's in the backpack? Oh, well, while you're here, we will be announcing sooner rather than later. So
I know. I was asked a few times at Gen Con because they had the the plushie out, but of course nothing was in the backpack. I saw people peeking, trying to check it out and stuff. And someone was like, "Do you know?" I was like, "I know." And they're like,
I think it would be weird if you didn't know, like this big secret, and you were like, "Don't tell me. I don't want to be spoiled."
Fair.
We have 2 weekly meetings with the whole team, and that's when we sort of recap all the things that are going on, exciting stuff, what everyone's been doing. And so we've known for a while because we talk. We like talking to each other. But yeah, Peter's given all away here. I'll tell you, it's disappears from chat. So it's like a Pokemon. He appeared and then disappeared. We're getting some more people entering. We're gonna announce a winner now. We're gonna get that done.
Is it Peter?
It's not Peter. How many? A lot less entries this time. I think the pull of Luke Laurie last week really drew in the crowds, or it could be Peter. Like it's just not us.
So you're saying I repelled the crowds? I see what you're saying.
I see what you're saying. It's not me. I'm a neutral. I'm Switzerland. I'm always here, like a little rock in the corner. Peter's in the backpack. But yeah. Okay, last to the edge. You got last couple of minutes to put it in. And while they do that, what is your autumn movie? Because I need some recs. What is your cozy autumn? I'm going to sit down and put a movie on.
Oh, you know what's funny is I watched it last night. Because I even said it's a cozy movie, and it's a weird one. It's called Stranger Than Fiction.
Oh, such a good movie. Oh, okay. I love that movie so much.
Yes, it's so good.
I do want to watch that again. Oh my goodness. The
really weird thing is it's Will Ferrell, but it's not Will Ferrell. Like
every comedy actor had their movie, right?
Yeah.
Truman Show.
But he doesn't play like he does on any other movie. He plays kind of he's still funny, but not the way he normally is and stuff. So people will go, "Oh, I don't like Will Ferrell," or something like that. Like, it doesn't matter. It's totally different. And I like him in the other stuff too.
All you've got to do is say, "and Maggie Gyllenhaal," and they go, "Wait, Maggie Gyllenhaal as an irate, tax-avoiding baker?" Yes. It's beautiful. It's so good. And it's one of the films where everyone always goes, "What's that film where the guy realizes he's being written by someone else? What's that film with a watch?" And you're just like, Stranger Than Fiction. It's beautiful. It's stunning. But yes, mine, I just watched Practical Magic for the first time.
Oh.
It's beautiful.
I haven't seen it.
Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman as witches. And there's a curse on their family where the men they fall in love with die.
Oh.
But it's cozy.
It's more of a curse on the men they fall in love.
Lime in the coconut and drink it all up. They put that. It's like a famous scene where they're making drinks.
That song makes me think of Reservoir Dogs just because it's on the soundtrack for some reason.
I will also be watching all of Twilight because it's so bad it's good. And I will be doing that as a...
I only ever saw the first one.
I highly recommend. Please watch all of them and tell me what you think. I really, really want you.
First one didn't really grab me.
You gotta see the CGI, baby. You gotta see.
Oh,
It's so good. Oh, it's Being John Malkovich is your cozy movie. Oh my
Being
goodness.
John Malkovich is it's a great movie. Cozy.
It's bizarre as heck.
Everybody's different.
I'm on
cozy
edge on
the
that
one?
The Martian is one of my cozy ones. Death Becomes yes, such a good film. Hocus Pocus.
Cozy.
Absolutely. But yeah.
Die Hard is a cozy movie. I agree. It's a cozy Christmas movie.
Which one, sorry?
Die Hard?
Die Hard, yeah. Die Hard. Flight of the Navigator. These are rogue. I love it. I love it so much. But yeah.
Well, what's cozy to one person might not be to another. And nostalgia has a lot to do with cozy, too.
Oh, for sure.
Love Actually is a big cozy one for me.
You did a whole thing on cozy games.
I did, yep.
And I don't agree with most of it, so... I was like...
That's fair.
I have a lot of opinions on cozy games, specifically. So when two people go... But then you both disagreed with each other as well. And the full 42, you were both like, nah.
We always disagree, and that's what makes it work.
That's what makes it magical. So
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. Oh my goodness, so many. But yes, thank you everyone for doing that. While I look at we've got 40 entries. It jumped up.
Nice.
Let's do this. Okay, let's remove the banner. This is the technical part where I do the thing where I'm like, what am I doing? Oh, yes, share my screen.
Hollow movies.
Window. There we go. We're doing it. Okay. Right. So I love asking people their autumn cozy movies. It's one of my favorite topics. Okay, we're gonna click the button and see who's won. And hopefully it's not Peter. If you're like, yay! Drum roll, everyone. Do it at home. Annoy your pets. Okay. It's going. It's going.
Oh, Peter.
Oh my goodness. Who's it going to be? Goop! Well done, Goop. Who's Goop?
Nice.
That's a great name. I love it so much.
Great picture from Blade Runner, the second one.
Is it?
Yep. Oh, that's Anna de Armas.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there we go, Goop. There you are. Well done, Goop. I can't stop saying Goop. I'm really sorry. It's my favorite word now. I have a banner that says, please email hello@carbotalchemy.com with your details and with the email that you backed Andromeda's Edge so that we can add it onto your pledge. Well done, Goop. I'm going to say that forever now. That's my old ADHD word. Isn't it a brand from Thingy? What's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah. I was like from Iron Man,
Yeah, new vocal stim unlocked. Absolutely. Absolutely. Amazing. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. If you have any other questions, then we're on all the social media places. And be sure to tune in next week. That's all I'll say. Just be sure to tune in next week. It's a very good idea to do that. If I say it every time, though, does it lose its sort of glamour?
Yeah, after that, don't worry about it. Say, the next one. Yeah.
After that, you're good. You're fine. Don't worry about it. And have a great weekend, everyone. I'm going to be playing some games. My street is having a party, which is the most weirdest thing ever. Legally, they have closed the street, and then we'll have a party. And Doug is making German potato salad, and I'm making nothing. Because you don't want my cooking.
What's German potato salad?
It's the way Germans make it. It's got pickles.
I walked into that.
Pardon?
I walked into that.
Yeah, and I specifically call it that because it has pickles in it. And the comments we've had are like, oh my goodness, I have to be there. German potato salad. I'm like, you're amping it up too much. But British potato salad's bad. Well, not bad. It's just boring. It's literally like dill.
British food in general.
Dill, very little seasoning, some mayonnaise and some potatoes. But, Germans have regional different versions of potato salad and we fight over it. Well, if it helps, Doug is a quarter German and his mum is half German. So it's not like we're just going Jump, sit aside. He's grown up on this, and his mum is an extremely good cook. She is incredible. But yeah,
Nice.
what's going on? Everyone, street party? Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to go for about an hour, and then I'm going to play some games. And yeah, the final few days, the final countdown, and then we'll have Endgame, which is going to be. You're going to be there, Endgame, right? You're going to be there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Endgame will be on the Discord, and it's a special thing that you can do with GameFound, where the end is not the end. It'll keep going if we do certain things, and there might be some things that we'll do. And that's what I'll say, because in a very soon update I will explain all and you can understand. But do join us. There's already an event on the Discord. Stranger Than Fiction is excellent. It has been, the whole team agree.
Yep.
The Stranger Than Fiction, I might go and watch. I just watched Inkheart, which is a classic movie. Oh, Endgame, woo. So yeah, Stranger Than Fiction. Oh, please keep sending me your autumn movie recommendations on the Discord, because I love autumn. It's my favorite season, or fall, as you call it. It does mean that when you Google excellent autumn movies, it comes up with The Fall, the movie where they climb up that giant tower. Do you remember the movie?
No.
They climb up like a stupidly skinny tower, and it's stupidly tall, and they get stuck up there, and it's intense and horrible. And if you're scared of heights in any way, do not watch this movie. How is that a cozy fall movie just because it's called The Fall? I'm like, no.
What's a cozy movie about falling is what you're asking.
The Martian.
Yeah.
Over the Garden Wall. That's not a movie, but yes, the best autumn cartoon ever. Absolutely, watch that as well. I have it on DVD. So I'm an old soul. Maybe Blu-ray. Who knows? Interstellar.
VHS.
Yes, love it. I mean, Interstellar's pretty stressful. But yes, thank you so much, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hope you've enjoyed everything that we've done today. We will not be accepting feedback. And enjoy your weekend, Chris. Whatever you're up to.
You too.
Doing stuff.
Have fun at the party.
Yeah. We'll see the amount of people that are there, and then we'll decide. Might be a lot of children. So. All right. I never pressed this button, so I don't know what's going to happen.
I imagine it's going to end
press it twice.
Yes.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.